It's a tiny little channel. I still have no idea what works here and what doesn't. So I decided that here I will be sharing my life experiences on the way to my independence. By independent, I mean geographically independent, economic changes independent, which brings us to mainly financial independence. Hi guys, I'm Anna, and my main New Year resolution was online income and financial freedom. So from January this year, I started building several sources of income while keeping my 9-to-5 official job. The first month of doing so, I was super excited, I was full of energy, and I was doing a million things at the same time without getting tired. But closer to May, after quite a few months of working non-stop, I started feeling clearly overwhelmed. To the point that I started feeling that in the morning I don't want to leave my bed at all, as it seemed like way too much to do. Way too much. Have you ever felt this way, like you're running a multiple projects and all of a sudden you feel like everything is pointless and you just don't want to do anything at all? So when I came back after my recent business trip to Italy, where I was combining my major job with YouTube activities, which brought me to having like 4-5 hours sleep, I came back home and the first day I was like, oh my god, I just don't want to do anything, just like I want to lay down and stare at the ceiling all day long. After a day of very deep thinking, I realized that my goals are quite interesting for this year, and I decided that I need to develop a step-by-step model, step-by-step approach, how to pursue my goals for this year without getting burned out and also keeping my mental health in place. Okay, let's break down my approach into 7 main steps. I really hope my experience will help those of you who are running multiple projects at the same time and feel like, oh my god, it's so much to do. Guys, I'm with you. This is exactly how I feel now, so I'm going to implement this 7 steps model in my life, and in a few months, if you want, I will update you how it works, if it works or if it doesn't work. 7 steps of how to plan your time in order to achieve your financial goals. This is what I want to discuss with you today. Number 1, and always start with analyzing and writing down all the goals you have for the next 6 months or by the end of the year. Write down everything you want to achieve and exactly what are you doing to achieve it. I have some of the craziest goals in my life set for this year. First of all, I decided to keep my 9-to-5 for now. Later you will understand why. I have 2 YouTube channels that require a lot of work, from scripting my videos to filming them, rough cutting and final publishing. 3. I'm working on my travel to Norway guide and also moving to Norway guide, especially for you guys. I'm thinking about making them free, especially the second one regarding relocation, because I know, like nobody else, how difficult it is to move from one country to another, especially if it's the first ever relocation in your life. 4, and finally, I'm drafting my online courses. Yeah, me. I have no idea how it will work and where it will bring me, but in any case, it's a tiny little channel, so for those of you who are watching me, I will keep updating you guys how everything is going. Number 5, and this year, from January, I started having my private clients, mainly people who would like to relocate to Norway or to bring their businesses, existing businesses usually from the US, to Europe or Scandinavia. On top of that, I'm regularly exercising and I'm learning a new language, French, my 4th foreign language.
Oui, moi, première leçon.
Many people would say, damn, this is a lot, but let's have a closer look at those goals. We have 24 hours a day. Surprise! I sleep my regular 7, sometimes 8 hours. I love sleeping. My workout and studying French take me 2 hours a day, 1 hour per each activity. My 9-to-5 takes, in fact, around 4 hours a day. Well, I've been there for 4 years. Of course, I'm doing things much faster by now. Gosh, I hope my boss will never see it. God bless tiny YouTube channels. So, what do we have left? We have about 11 hours left. For the second half of the day, evenings, and also all the weekends, I'm fully dedicated to my side activities. Number 2, and prioritize. Prioritization is the key. We all have 24 hours, so decide how many hours you are ready to dedicate for every single task, every single goal you have. Let's have a look at this situation from a little bit different angle. We all have 7 hours, we must sleep, and we cannot avoid this. Also, during the week, most of us have this 9 to 5 job, and we cannot skip it. But things like doing sports or studying a new language, of course they are essential, and ideally you need to practice both every single day. But if I have an urgent content publication or I need to film a collaboration, those activities I can skip for a few days a week. No more than few though, because it's incredibly hard to get back on track when you stop doing those, even for a day or two. 3, systematize. Plan your time. Plan every day of your week. Even when you want to take a day off, plan this ahead. As some activities you have to perform every single day, and some activities you need to do just a few days a week. I have different days of the week for different activities, and some of those activities I have no chance. I have to do them every single day, at least a few hours. But some activities I can skip them or I can change them. For example, my goal is to work out at least 4 days a week. Yes, I'm trying to exercise every single day for at least like 30 minutes a day, to go for a walk, as it really makes me feel much better. But the goal here is 4 days a week. So my absolutely must-do sports days are Saturday, Sunday, Tuesday and Thursday. If something more important happening the other days, well, I'll just skip my workout. Things like my official employment and my YouTube channels, those things are non-negotiable. I must perform those activities every single day, no matter what. So during the week, daytime is allocated for my main job and my evenings are fully dedicated for developing my YouTube channel. Weekends are fully for my YouTube and other creative projects, and it's also non-negotiable for now. Part of my strategy number 4, and outsource. Guys, try to outsource everything you can possibly outsource. I really started with things like cleaning and cooking food. Don't get me wrong, I can clearly do this myself. I would invest this time in creating content or in writing my script. I love cooking, don't get me wrong, and when I have enough time, I'm enjoying this process and it's really relaxing for me. But when I have regular content coming out, sometimes I simply physically don't have time for this. So that's why for me, outsourced things first were cleaning and cooking. And by cooking, I mean going to the supermarket and get ready to eat things. 5, sacrifice. Unfortunately, it seems like there is no way to succeed in this life without sacrifice. Yes, I've also heard it, there is no lift to success, you have to take the stairs. Let me name you just a few sacrifices I had to do myself in order to pursue my goals for 2023 and bring myself closer to financial freedom. First of all, weekends. Forget about it. When you do things like YouTube, that time is becoming vital for filming and editing and planning your content. So when you want to take a day off, make sure to do it well in advance. And you cannot do it every single weekend. Well, currently I'm having 1-2 days off every single month. And unfortunately for now, for this year, this is what I can afford. How it will go, I don't know. How soon I will burn out, I have no idea. But again, it's a tiny channel and we'll keep updating you. Second, alcohol and parties with the friends, all these Friday things. Because for me, alcohol, it's like a lottery. It's 50-50. I might be okay the next day, but I might be absolutely like dead, not wanting to leave my bed for the whole day and being absolutely zero creative and zero productive. So I cannot take such risks this year. So by the end of 2023, I decided not to touch alcohol in any occasion. Sacrifice number 3, and I had to cut all possible costs I could possibly cut. I am investing in my social media team and my travels and things like that. So for me, this is essential. I totally cut from my life things like shopping and spending money for all these unnecessary things. Number 6, and don't forget to evaluate the progress. Well, I'm personally doing it every quarter. So far, since January, I'm not super happy about the results, but I keep pushing. Anyway, we're talking about long-term strategy here, right? So usually how I evaluate the progress, I'm sitting somewhere with a pen and paper, usually with my diary, and evaluate my performance. If for my official employment, unfortunately, I cannot do much to increase my income, but for my travel YouTube channel, it's a different story. First of all, I'm analyzing my AdSense and I check after what exact videos YouTube is paying more money for advertising. Also, my travel YouTube channel gives me collaborations, and I'm also checking after which videos those requests for collaboration coming from. When you run your side hustle, there is always a chance to make some extra money, and when you make them, there are some ways how to increase it. That's why I keep telling you how important it is to have your side hustle these days. Number 7, and don't forget to rest. Your rest is essential. Without having some rest from time to time, you will just burn out. So not to burn out, I started planning ahead, 2 days a month when I do absolutely nothing. I'm trying to make sure that I absolutely caught up and my team has everything they need to have to proceed working, and I just go out far away from all my electronic devices. No content, no screens for the whole day. Just rest. I know it sounds crazy, but for me personally, planning your rest is the most difficult thing when you just start your business. So at this point of my life, I'm learning how to rest. Last but not least, guys, no matter how hard, how difficult it looks like at the beginning, just keep going. Don't stop. And always remember 10,000 hours rule. If you practice any skill for 10,000 hours, you will master that skill to perfection. 10,000 hours. This is exactly how long it usually takes to become an expert in any craft. And if you think that I'm doing perfectly at every single step we discussed today, you are so wrong. But I'm trying, I'm still working on it. But as all of us, me included, I'm not a robot, and sometimes things don't just go the way you plan them. I have those days when I'm not motivated at all and I feel like I would rather do nothing. What I usually do? I still do things unmotivated. I do things through my I don't want to and I cannot. Just sit there and keep doing things. Just don't give up. Keep going. And if you fail one day, it doesn't mean that you fail all your life. Get some rest and get back on track. It is worth it, I hope. And of course, I will keep sharing with you my route of a lazy coconut who is trying to become a couch millionaire, ideally without leaving my home. Thank you so much, guys, for being with me today. If you're trying to achieve some goals in your life, like financial, health goals, please let us know in the comments down below what are your current goals are and how you pursue them, what sort of sacrifices you have. It's a small community, so it will be so interesting to share what we have in our current stage of lives in different countries. Enjoy the rest of your week, and I hope I will see you in my next videos. Bye for now.